Good day, sir. I am Zara Stephen John Biana, and now I will discuss about the formative assessment number 5 about UNCLOS.
Now we will discuss about the UNCLOS or UNCLOS. So what is UNCLOS and its purpose? So the meaning of UNCLOS is the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or what we call UNCLOS. It is adopted in the 1982 and enforced since 1994. It is often called the Constitution of the Ocean. It is a comprehensive international treaty that establishes the legal framework for all maritime activities and ocean governance. What are the purpose of UNCLOS? So first is to maintain the international peace and security by replacing the chaotic freedom of the seas concept with a standard set of rules. It aims to first define maritime boundaries. It is clearly delineate where a nation's territory ends and international water begin. Second is to allocate resource rights. Determine which nation have the right to fish, mine, or drill for oil in specific areas. Third is to ensure the freedom of navigation. It will protect the right of ships to pass through foreign waters and international straits. Fourth is to protect the environment, establish a legal obligation for all states to prevent and control marine pollution. And the last is to resolve disputes and provide a peaceful mechanism for settling maritime conflicts through the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. So how many countries are part of UNCLOS? So as of now, there are 168 parties, including 167 countries and the European Union are member of UNCLOS. Note that the United States has signed but not ratified the convention. So who enforces UNCLOS? UNCLOS is enforced through several international bodies mainly. So there are three who enforce the UNCLOS. So first is the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, or ITLOS, handles disputes related to the interpretation and application of the convention. Second is the International Seabed Authority, or ISA. It regulates deep sea mining and activities beyond national jurisdiction. And last is the CLCS, or the Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf, makes recommendation on the outer limit of continental shelves. So what are the four zones of the law of the sea? So under the United Nations Convention on the Law of Sea, the ocean is divided into four primary maritime zones. Each zone is measured from a country baseline, typically the low water line along its coast, and grants the coastal state varying degrees of authority. Now we will discuss about the four zones of the laws of the sea. First is the territorial sea, or 12 nautical miles. The territorial sea extends up to 12 nautical miles, approximately 1.85 kilometers from the baseline. For within this zone, a coastal state has full sovereignty over the water, the seabed, the subsoil, and even the airspace. Second is the contiguous zone, 24 nautical miles. So this one extends an additional 12 nautical miles beyond the territorial sea, totaling 24 nautical miles from the baseline. This is a limited jurisdiction zone, exclusive economic zone. Third is the EEZ, or exclusive economic zone, 200 nautical miles. The EEZ is a massive area extending up to 200 nautical miles from the baseline in this zone. The coastal state has sovereign rights rather than full sovereignty, and this means it has the exclusive right to exploit all natural resources such as fishing, oil, gas drilling, and generating energy from wind or water. And the last is the high seas, the international waters. The high seas begin where the EEZ ends, beyond 200 nautical miles. This area is considered the common heritage of mankind and belongs to no single nation. Again, it belongs to no single nation when it comes to the high seas, international waters. All states have the freedom to navigate, fly over, conduct scientific research, and lay underwater cable. So what is the full form of EEZ? So EEZ stands for the Exclusive Economic Zone. Within this zone, the coastal nation has specific rights and jurisdiction. Sovereign rights to explore, exploit, conserve, and manage the natural resources, both living like fish and non-living like oil, gas, and minerals, found in the water, on the seabed, or in the subsoil. Energy production, the right to produce energy from water currents and winds, such as offshore wind farms. Jurisdiction, authority over the establishment and use of artificial island, marine scientific research, and the protection and preservation of the marine environment.